Who are the 5 quarterbacks who need to perform for 2020? Cole Sports presents On the Daily. Welcome back to the channel. Cole Johnson here on the Daily's on Tap, presented by Cole Sports. I'm so glad you have made it through this weekend and on to Monday. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and like this video and comment below, because I really do want to hear what you have to say. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for every premiere of On the Daily every weekday, 11:45 Central, 12:45 Eastern. Enough with the particulars, shall we? Let's get on to business. And 2020 NFL season's begun. In fact, only 2 more games remain for week 1 as of today. And I was thinking, which 5 quarterbacks are under the gun the most to perform? And that question, I think I have an answer for on the list. Before I continue, a round of applause for the Celtics and Raptors, because they gave us the 2 most exciting words in all of sports Friday night.
Game 7.
Congratulations to the C's. They go on and advance to play the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, that's enough NBA talk. Let's get to the NFL, shall we? And I thought 5 quarterbacks going into this season who really needed to perform or was sitting on a hot seat. And I think I got the proper 5. Here's the first one. The first candidate who needs to perform the most in 2020. Mitchell Trubisky. Yes, the Chicago Bears, almost said Cubs, quarterback, has the perfect name for a Chicagoan, and a Chicago Bears quarterback almost plays just like a Bears quarterback. So in 2018, he was okay. I won't say he was great, but he did lead the Bears to an NFC North championship, and they were a Cody Parkey missed field goal from 43 yards to advance onward into the NFC divisional round as the Eagles beat them 16-15. After that kick that just sickeningly bounced into the end zone, hitting the upright once and the crossbar once, Trubisky has just not been the same. And it was heralded that Bears head coach Matt Nagy was going to be the one that was going to make Trubisky shine. He was going to be the one to make him sparkle. He was going to be the one to give Trubisky the spark necessary to be a quarterback, maybe even on the lines of a Jim McMahon or even greater than him. So far, it hasn't panned out. Nagy is in his 3rd year, and that helps the hot seat getting hotter for Trubisky. And along with that, too, the guy who was toting the clipboard and might not be for long, yes, Nick Foles, the Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles. Off of that Super Bowl win, took the Eagles to the playoffs the following year, almost went to the NFC Championship game. An errant interception off of the tip ball from Alshon Jeffrey precluded that from happening. Foles may have the position should Trubisky get off to the start that he did last year. We shall see, but I believe that seat is extremely hot. The second quarterback under the most pressure to perform in the NFL in 2020, well, none other than Derek Carr. Now, 2016 was his year. In fact, he was he was a leg injury away from getting the 2016 MVP, but it just didn't happen. And ever since that injury, he has not been the same. From 2017 on, it has been almost as if he's channeled. What's that quarterback? What's that quarterback that ran up the centers behind and considered butt fumble? Oh, yes. Yes, Sanchez. It almost is hearkening him. And it's a shame because Carr, after that wonderful 2016 year, signed a 5-year, $125 million contract. He's in the middle of it now. And it has just been one disappointing year after another. And of course, it hasn't helped that the team has gone its way from Oakland to Las Vegas now. And along with Chucky in his second year and possibly having a short fuse and a short hook, because in the offseason they grabbed former Titans quarterback Marcus Mariota. Who knows? He's in the bullpen now, but he's healing from an injury. So Carr has a little bit of breathing room. How much? We shall see. The third candidate who is under the most pressure to perform in 2020, the one that Stephen A. Smith calls that bad man, Aaron Rodgers. Now, 2019 was basically like the tail of Rodgers' career. The first half of that season, he wowed people with the arm, with the scrambling ability, with his mind, with the fact that he could adjust to if a team wanted to guard against him throwing deep or guard against him throwing screens. And the Packers were just flowing along quite nicely. Then the first of two trips to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California happened. And pretty much Rodgers just went from wonderful to and he looked every bit of the wizened old veteran that he is now. Now he's 36, and the Packers brass actually thought, well, I think it's time for us to possibly move on. They didn't move on from him totally, but they have his heir apparent waiting in the wings, the Utah State alum, Jordan Love. Right now, he'll be toting the clipboard, and he'll be seeing how things go and how Rodgers moves and lives and breathes and runs a team. The Grizzly veteran who used to be in Jordan Love's position when Brett Favre was the quarterback of the Packers, now he gets to be on the other end, and he gets to see the guy who is meant to replace him. Will Rodgers be just like Favre and be stubborn and not give up the seat? Or will he say, okay, all right, young man, I think my time is almost coming up. I think it's time for me to give you the rub. We shall see. But what might help Rodgers is they are the NFC North champions coming in, the Packers are, and they have a running game. Aaron Jones is a wonderful outlet for him. And of course, Devontae Adams, awesome wide receiver for him as well. The fourth candidate on this list, who is under the most pressure to perform in 2020, well, the Superman from Charlotte, of course. I'm talking about Cam Newton. Cam. Oh, I'm sorry. Focus. Well, Newton was a Panther, and the one thing about Belichick, the head coach of the Patriots, who got Newton, he basically said that he loves the enthusiasm that he possesses, and he loves the fact that he is a workaholic. The question I have, though, is, will they love this man's productivity? And what type of productivity will he give them? Will he give them the 2015 MVP self, the one that took the team, the Panthers, to the Super Bowl that year? Or will they get the up and down, the not quite all the way there quarterback that we've seen the rest of his career? and we've seen flashes of brilliance and more flashes of brilliance and more flashes of brilliance. Time will be the judge of that character. Now, he does sort of look good in Patriots gear. And Belichick just loves his work ethic, and he loves it to the point where he has given him the keys to run the Patriots kingdom. And of course, oh my, I mean, the biggest reason as to why his seat is hot. In the last 19 years, the AFC East has been in existence. 17 of those years, the champion of it has been the Patriots. So those are some pretty big shoes to fill, because one, Tom Brady was the quarterback of the Patriots. I'm sorry. Now he is the quarterback of the Bucks. Oh, and excuse me for this. If you want the shirt that I have, which is Tom Terrific, description box below has it. And now the fifth quarterback, who is under the most pressure to perform. Well, the Eagles signal caller himself, Carson Wentz. Now, he survived Nick Foles being behind him and holding the clipboard and replacing him and having playoff wins that Wentz did not gather for the team. And he also did something that, well, people doubted that he would do again, and that was actually start every game last year. The Eagles are hoping that he gets back to his 2017 self, where he was just, everything he did was right. He scrambled at the right time. He threw the deep ball at the right time. He threw the check down at the right time. Everything was clicking for him until that gory injury that he suffered at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in December of 2017. Waiting to replace Mr. Wentz, should he be injured, is the Oklahoma and Alabama former quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Now, as I said, he started all 16 games last year. The question is, can he start all 16 this year? There is a question mark in that, simply because in the wild card round, in the first quarter, leg issues abounded again for Wentz. And oh yeah, also waiting in the wings, not just Hurts, Josh McCown. Yes, the wizened, grizzly old veteran who supplanted or replaced Wentz in that wild card game back in January. He's back on the Eagles sideline as well. So there you have it. The 5 NFL quarterbacks who were under the most pressure to perform and succeed in 2020. Now, if you feel that there are others who need to succeed as well, come on now. You already know what to do. Give me a comment below. That's how I roll. But to me, those are the 5 quarterbacks who really need to step it up and give it their all in 2020. Now, if there's a quarterback that I didn't mention, well, like this video and comment below who is a quarterback who needs to succeed in 2020 NFL. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I thank all of you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. I enjoy all of it. And I look forward to providing more good content for you on this channel. For now, I am Cole Johnson, and this has been yet another installment and edition of Cole Sports on the visual and on the daily.